Hi, I'm Kegan, and my story isn't very, I'd say, dramatic or maybe as intense as other testimonies that people may hear, but to me and in my life and to God, it's a pretty dramatic and intense story. I grew up knowing Jesus. My family was very outgoing with him. My cousins influenced me a lot, but I always knew who he was, but I never really knew him. And that kind of went all through middle school, junior high, and high school, and where I would, have this connection with God, but I wasn't fully giving myself to him. And I got to college, and there were just a lot of things that I did that I look back now and am in just awe. Mostly going to college, I was trying to find myself. I was struggling with, drinking and, trying drugs and having sex, things like that, where that was my main focus. That was Kegan. That's what she wanted to do. And I always kept constantly worrying about me, and it was always about me and what I wanted. And there came a point where I was just getting drunk all the time. It was my junior year. I would drink. I would sleep around with guys. I didn't even know who I was. I wasn't doing anything for anyone, for the one. And it kind of hit me where my family would keep feeding me. My cousins were huge in that. And there was this one night where I'm like, seriously, Kegan? Seriously? You need to get a grip. You need to get the Bible out. Just get the Bible out. Just see what it'll do. And I remember pulling the Bible out, my little teen Bible that I had, and I just remember thinking, I don't understand this. Trying to read John. I don't get it. I don't know it. I don't know it. So I thought, okay, well, I go to a campus, I can find some people that could, lead me in this Bible. And I remember I was at work and I was searching for small group studies to do the Bible, and I didn't find anything. I never got responses back. And it was actually that next day I got an email from Chi Alpha saying, hey, come join us. We're a Christian fellowship. We come together to praise the Lord. And I was just like, okay, seriously, if this isn't God, then I don't know who it is. And I just remember thinking, this is it. This is my chance to go and to learn, and to understand all these words in the Bible. And so I remember going, and I was nervous, but in an excited way, because I could feel that this was going to be something that would really affect me. And I remember getting there and to Chi Alpha, and Drew and Tanya were just love them. They were just so friendly and so loving, and they didn't even know who I was. They didn't know me, and they were just you could feel it when you walked in the room. And from there, I was just mesmerized by this group, Chi Alpha. And I kept going, and they were talking about this retreat, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna go to this retreat. I could feel this calling to my heart, Kegan, you need to go. And I was like, okay, I'll go. So I signed my name, and I went to this retreat, and I remember we were all kneeling down at this retreat, and I fell down, and I remember it was just give it away. Give it to God. Give it, what are you waiting for? And I just remember I could feel myself holding back. I could feel all this tension, these problems, my worries, everything was just, I was like, no, I can't. And it was just I could hear him being yes, I can take care of it for you. And it was blah. It really was. It was just a weight lifted off my shoulders, and it just makes my heart, now talking about it, just feel so safe and comfortable. And it really was there where I gave my life to God. I said, yes, take me, take my problems, take my worries, lead my life, lead me, because there's no other way I want to go. And after that, I was just committed. I was trying to read the Bible, still confused, but I remember it got hard. It got really hard right after that. I remember I fell right back into, the depths of where I was at. And I remember thinking, Kegan, why? You just had an amazing experience. Why are you back where you were? And I just remember being like, seriously, so hurt, not by myself this time. When I had done that in the past, it was like, oh, Kegan, you're so gross, but it's okay. This time it was like, Kegan, you really hurt. You really hurt God's feelings. You really hurt him. I'd say that, I experienced Jesus and God because he put Chi Alpha in my life. If I wouldn't have found Chi Alpha, if I wouldn't have gained these relationships, I wouldn't have such a strong relationship with God. And I know it's all part of his plan, but that was part of his plan that would continue to make my fellowship stronger, that continued to surround me with these people.